this to this movie because I literally had no respect for this movie. Shit is a don't watch. Sorry I had to do it to you, but this movie's called Respect, and it deserved nothing from me. Shit stars Jennifer Hudson, Forrest Whitaker, Marlon Wayans, Mary J. Blige. This shit was still a don't watch. I don't take pleasure in dissing this movie. And like I said, if you want to argue with me about Respect, let's talk about it. Get in them comment sections and let me know why you think Respect is a watchable movie. Because to me, don't watch this movie. Do not watch this movie. So pretty much we start off with Aretha's upbringing. You know what I mean? She's split between homes, like her dad and her mom's not together. But her dad's house is the place to be. Like, should be popping. He'd be having like all the celebrities over there. That's where you kind of meet. That's where you kind of meet like Dinah Washington, played by Mary J. Blige. You know, I guess she was a famous singer back in the day, but I mean, she is. I don't know why I said I guess, but you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, I liked it. I liked the dad's house. It was popping. Like, that's somewhere I would be. Like, she had a very good relationship with her pops. Like, and then like in the daytime, her dad was like a preacher. Like, so by day he was a preacher, and at night he was just like fucking the Black Hugh Hefner. Like, he had the parties popping. And there's this one scene that takes place where I'm just assuming that Aretha Franklin got raped. I mean, I'm not gonna say assume. She did get raped because she ended up having a kid later on, but they didn't dive too deep into that. It's kind of like, you know, you knew that's what happened. It was like a scene. It was like, oh god damn, she got raped, and that shit was horrible. And so then like, you know, she's just young, and then like they shown like her relationship with her Uncle Martin. Yeah, I'm talking about like Martin Luther King Jr., y'all. Like, that was like her Uncle Martin. Like, she was cool with him like that. Like, it wasn't like she just knew him because they were celebrities. Like, they really fuck with each other. I didn't know that. Something I learned. All of a sudden we jumped. She's on tour, just like that. Like, her childhood was like that. It was like, it was another scene where it was like, did her mom pass? Like, they didn't dwell on any of that shit. It was like that rape scene went by, her mom passing went by. They just brushed over all that shit. They was like, it was like, you know, we getting to the point. So they got straight to her touring. It was like, oh, okay, so fuck the shit I just saw. Like, you know what I mean? We could have just started with you being grown and on tour. Why did you even show that part? You know, I was getting all invested in that, and it was like, nah, we're not gonna show you that no more. So then it's like I said, it was just things happening. Now she's on tour. Then she got like 2 kids. It was like they didn't show any of that shit. It was just like, okay, she got raped. Okay, we assume she got raped, but she I guess she had a kid from that rape. And then like her mom passed. I don't even know when or why her mom passed. I don't know how. And then like she's on tour with 2 kids. Which is like, shit, we brushed over all that. It's like she's in this relationship with Marlon Wayans, and he plays Ted White. It was like, I like Marlon. Marlon as an actor. He's a great actor. Like, I hate his stand-up. Like, I have never liked any of Marlon Wayans' stand-up. But as an actor, the dude's pretty solid. I can dig it. So now that Ted is in Aretha's life, you know, it's the same old thing. Because at the time, you know, Aretha's dad, played by Forrest Whitaker, Mr. C.L. Franklin, you know, he was her manager. You know, he had her, he had her fucking career on track. Like, you know what I mean? She was the good girl, you know, the gospel singer and girl. But then, like, she got with Ted, and it's kind of like, yo, we want to do this. Then Aretha started acting, you know, Aretha, did I say? Yeah, y'all know she was played by Jennifer Hudson. I don't, you know, anyway. You know, so Aretha, you know, she would just kind of, you know, listen to Ted. So all of a sudden, you know, she fires her dad, and then she makes Ted her manager. And I'm just like, okay, this dude is not all together. Oh, one thing I gotta say before I get back to the story. When not Ted and Aretha, when Marlon and Jennifer Hudson would kiss, that was some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life. That shit is fucking gross. You know what? I might put it right here so y'all can see that shit. That shit is the nastiest shit in the world. Like, I don't ever want to see them fucking 2 kiss ever again. I don't want to even see kissing scenes in movies no more because of that nasty shit. That shit was gross. So then, okay, so one thing good I can take away from this movie is like, it's this scene where Aretha like breaks down the way she wrote Respect, like how what everything meant and how she wanted it. That shit was classic as fuck. Like, I can look at that scene over and over and over again. But it's like, these music biopics, it's like, why is everybody in these old biopics? It's always like a shady motherfucker. Like, was everybody shitty and shady back in the 70s, the 60s and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, you look back at every music biopic, is always some shady shit going on. Like Marlon, like I said, Marlon was crazy as fuck as Ted. Like, I didn't know if Ted White was crazy. I had to Wikipedia him. He was crazy. And Marlon played that shit because Marlon was crazy as fuck in this movie. Like, real shit. Like I said, pretty much the only thing I'll give Ted White is he put Aretha Franklin in Blues Brothers. And I love Blues Brothers. That's like one of my favorite all-time movies. But like, other than that, Ted White was a piece of shit. It's like they painted Aretha like an alcoholic, but they didn't show. You know what? It's like all the problems that she had in the movie, they didn't show it. And I think because she was alive when they was making this movie, and she probably didn't want all that shit to be known. But it's like, if you're gonna tell the story, it's kind of like, tell the story. Or if she did pass away, her family, somebody didn't want the bad shit out about her, and they didn't show that shit. It wasn't like you know when you saw Ray, how they showed Ray's demons. So it made you be like, damn, Ray. It made you fucking feel for him, what he was going through. Then you went through all the ups and downs with Ray. So it was like a journey. You couldn't do anything because everything bad that Aretha did, they brushed over it real quick. And I just hated that shit. It just like made the movie like dumbed down for me. It's like, you guys should just made a documentary about her life if you didn't want to. You can't make a fucking biopic and not show the ups and downs of a person's life. You just can't make everybody else look bad and not show your demons when clearly you had them. So with that being said, like I said, man, I really didn't take too much from this movie, and I don't suggest you watch it. And that's a lot coming from me because, you know, it's respect. It's Aretha Franklin's movie, like, gee willikers, like, you know. But yeah, man, as always, follow me on Instagram. It's your boy JF. And with that being said, peace and goodbye. Thank you guys for checking out my page, and make sure you click that bell so you can see all the videos that I do. Follow me on Instagram. So check out the videos to the side of me because they're just as dope as the ones you just watched. And with that being said, peace and goodbye.